charge up yourself, pick up yourself. You know what time it is. What's up, vibes? Yes, family. You live and direct. Selah Shalom TV. Got a great guest today. Y'all know the brother. Y'all know what he goes by. The legendary Darryl Kosmon. One of our beloved faithless brothers. We'll come and drop some knowledge for the family. Gonna give you some time to come on in. Give y'all about another 30 seconds to come on in. You dig? It's the vibes. Yes, we're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna bring the brother, the legendary Darryl. Go ahead and fade this thing on out.
Peace, family. What's going on, family? What's going on? We back for another one. Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Selah. Do your thing.
Yeah, family. Y'all see what it is. Big up, shout out, your boy Selah Shalom TV. We got a nice guest, my brother Darryl Kosmon. He want to come drop some knowledge and information. He got some knowledge he want to share with the people. You dig? And we had the brother on before. He came through, lit it up, dropped some knowledge, broke down the objective and the subjective realities of life, and that was an example explanation. I applied that explanation in all my dealings and logics when I'm dealing with people. You know what I mean? That was an excellent presentation on dealing with the objective and the subjective. So we have Darryl Kosmon is going to present to you. I'm going to let him tell you what he's going to present. I just want to give the brother a proper introduction. And once again, for those who may not know who Darryl Kosmon is, go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
Hey, peace, love, and life, family. I go by Darryl Kosmon. That's my spiritual name. Darryl is government name. Kosmon is the time and era that we living in right now. Much love and light to the chat. How y'all doing, faithless family? Let me see who we got in here. We got a Stephanie Randall in the house. We got a Batiste Ridley. Much love to you. And I'm bastardizing these names, man. Nazaria. Yar. What's up, baby? Nazarene Faith 777. What's going on with y'all? She Brew, I see you, baby. I see you. Set Apart Living TV. What's up? Tikva, how you doing, Sister Tikva? All right, She Brew. Who else we got? Oh, I see you, D. My boy DP in the house. Shana, Global Purpose. All right, Sister Angelic, what's up, ma? Jamia. We got Rai. All right, Darryl, Global Purpose. Hey, Lawrence. All right. Much love to y'all. Bronze Yogi, I see you, man. I hope I ain't skipped nobody. Much love and light to y'all. All right.
Yes, sir. So we got the Creative Gang family in the building.
Oh yeah.
Creative Gang family in the building. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. All right. So peace to the family. So today, y'all, we gonna move the spirit tonight, and we're not gonna get into too much history, but this is about us and about us progressing ourselves once again. So like Brother Selah said before, I did a podcast on our brother Kosmon Cal's channel called Know Thyself. And we talked about subjective and objective information and subjective and objective perception when it comes to making a judgment about what you should know and what you should believe. So right now we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, brother. 1 second. Let me see. Share screen. All right, we got a duo. Here we go.
All right, when you show it, I'll go ahead and show.
All right, we're gonna do this one here.
There we go.
All right. Can you see the presentation?
Yeah, let me go ahead and add it to the screen. Booyah, there we go. We got
All
it.
right, y'all. Hey, topic of discussion today is proclaiming the creator, the illusion of religion and indoctrination. And we're going to also discuss the reality of spirituality and Kosmon. We're going to go ahead and dive right into it. I'm going to go ahead and read this disclaimer for everybody. If a person tells you the sky is blue, should you believe them for the sake of them saying so? Assuming the sky is blue, it is objective to the person who transmitted the information, but subjective to the person who received the information. They didn't look up at the sky for themselves objectively to see for themselves. Therefore, I encourage you to not believe the information that I present today unless it is made objective by your own observation, research, and your own experimentation. Then you will not have to believe the information. Instead, you will know the matter by your own knowledge. All right, let's go ahead and read from the Book of Discipline. We're going to go ahead and back that up. Many are also under the prejudice of old things, or the influence of a neighbor, or a spirit, or their surroundings, or the impulse of their own flesh, and say, I too follow my highest light. Whereas they are in darkness altogether, nor do they know what is meant by highest light.
Hey, Darryl,
Often venturing.
let me interject. Can you widen the screen a little bit?
Yeah, you want to make a full screen?
Just like the part where you're reading, like the white and black part. Can you?
Yeah, let me make it full. Let me make it full screen. It might be better for everybody to see.
Yeah, because I can see it, but it's a little small. The lettering.
Yeah. Shoot, how do I make a full screen, man? Hold on.
Oh, you know what?
Okay, there we go. Yep, there we go.
Okay, yeah, I can see it better like that.
Okay,
is that okay for you though?
Yeah, that's good for me. It's just like big Sesame Street words in my face. No, that's good though. It look good. It look good. All right, let's continue on. For which reasons you shall explain. Hold on, check it out, y'all. For which reasons you shall explain that only facts, well known or comparatively proven, are light. This is important. This next line. An opinion is not light. That whosoever profess light must know the matter by his own knowledge. That facts, numbers, or axioms can demonstrate light. Y'all see that? The processes of experimentation and proving things. And without these, that supposed light is only darkness. That's how they get you with all that subjective opinion. They feed you darkness, and then people buy into it. If nobody show you the facts and you don't see it for yourself, then you won't know. You just would only believe. Pursue this philosophy, and you shall easily discover who amongst you has the highest light. Let's go. Now here we're going to go ahead and get into spirituality. All right. Now, over here, because Jehovah, we're going to call him the Great Spirit tonight. Because Jehovah, the Great Spirit, is the source which we come from, it is important to understand what it is in order to understand what we are. We're going to get to that. Hold that thought. Understanding the Great Spirit in us, to understand our spiritual person, which is a member of our bodies, is called spirituality. Spirituality is the quality or state of being spiritual. Now check this out. This is important. Anything that stands between us and the Great Spirit is called an obstruction. That's an obstruction. Spiritual obstruction, to be specific. Check this out. For example, religion, especially those that involve middlemen being lords and saviors that obstruct your direct connection and relationship to source. Whoops. Hold on. All right, here we go. Back in, we're gonna go up in today's prayer. We're gonna read about today's prayer. We're gonna read up in today's prayer, chapter 2, verse 9. And this is the, for anybody who isn't familiar with the WASP, what today's prayer is a universal prayer of the spiritual man looking to find himself. That's what that is. Have you not given me an inquiring spirit, so that I must prove all things to my own satisfaction? How and when then, O great spirit, Jehovah, shall I find growth in my members? Members, remember that. Keep that in y'all pocket. We're going to talk about what these members are. Shall I find growth in my own members, so that I can know the S worlds and its inhabitants, the S worlds being the spirit world? I will not be appeased by merely seeing the spirits of the dead, or by their testimony. Check this out. Check out these obstructions. Here they come. They may call themselves God, Christ, Buddha, Brahma, Allah, Confucius, or Jesus. There go your spirit. There go your obstructions. They stand in between you and the great spirit. Yet I will not rest on them or their word. I will put forward my plea to you only. O Jehovah, I am your son, your daughter. You have quickened me to know things by my own knowledge. There we go. Knowing things by your own knowledge. And though it is told me, thus saith the Lord of your God, yet I will raise my voice ever above them. You gonna come on? We got to think above that. We got to be above that. God is what we're supposed to be, and we're gonna get to that. And though a spirit says, I am your Jehovah, believe me, I will deny him, because he need to be tested if he gonna claim such a thing. For you have quickened me to rise up above the tales of the ancients. And they all worried about manuscripts when they come to a WASP, because it's such an anomaly to them. And to demand knowledge from your throne. And we ain't talking about throne that's a seat in the sky. We talking about all things. The whole universe is the great spirit's throne. By you, my soul is moved to magnificence. And only your magnificence can satisfy your son, your daughter. Here we go again with the members. Give me light, O Father, not by word of mouth, through the actions, through proof. There we go again, through objective proof. Not by word of mouth, I will have my members quickened. There you go again with the members. Y'all like, man, what is he talking about with the members? We're going to get to that when we get to the I am identity portion of this presentation. We have them quickened so that I can comprehend within myself. We going within. Members quicken them within. Remember that. Remember them key words. Then Jehovah, the creator, spoke. This is what he spoke to man, saying, to all men and women, I gave 2 senses. Check these senses out. The members, corpore, which is physicality, and S, which is spirituality, or the spiritual. In the time of Sephas, I allotted time for man to capture corpore, which is materiality. But now the time of Kosmon has come, the new era, and man shall mature as spirituality. He didn't say we have to. He didn't say anything about mature religion. We have to mature spirituality, the spiritual member within ourselves. It is well that you be believing toward men and angels. It's okay to get their advice, but it is better to develop yourself. Here we go again. You're responsible. You're accountable for you growing yourself. You have desired to know the mysteries of my unseen worlds and the past histories of the earth. Behold, I give you a new sense, the ability to know without even knowing, which will fulfill your soul's desire. And with it, you shall read from the books of the libraries of heaven. Come on, y'all. I know y'all got the new sense. How many of y'all in the chat read Owaspy before you even read Owaspy?
Yes, sir. Going in, King.
Man. All right, now we finna get deep.
Hey, go ahead and get a drink, boy. Spin that fire. You dig?
We finna get deep now. Son. We finna get deep now. It's finna pick up. Come on, y'all. We got to know the distinction between the great spirit and God. Before you even know anything about spirituality, you need to know the difference between the Great Spirit and God. First and foremost, it's ever present. And it does not have a personal name. So anybody arguing about the tetragrammaton, about missing vowels and knowing the secret name, it don't even matter. The ever present ain't got no personal name. We can give it a name to identify it. It ain't got no personal name. It's the ever present first before it's anything else. The ever present is not a physical, it's not a physical man in the sky on the throne. It ain't sitting in no chair up in the sky like Thanos waiting to snap his fingers and blow the half the universe up. Come on now.
Facts.
Book of Jehovah, chapter 1, first. It presents itself. All is, all was, all is, ever shall be. Y'all, let's break that down. That's past, present, future. It just is. The all spoke in motion was and is and ever shall be, and being positive, speaking from his male member, the male member of his body, the male member of his person, because it's both male and female, but it's speaking to us from the father aspect. In case y'all want to play gender roles here or gender names here, what's called he and him. The all motion was his speech. Do y'all know past, present, future, all was, all is, all ever shall be, the ever present is a constant. That's what you call a constant. So anybody asks you what this thing is constant. It has to be. What is a constant? Something that is continually occurring and recurring. Something or someone that is reliably present or available. It's reliably present and available. It's a constant. Constants are also considered to be unvarying or unchanging, but not necessarily incapable of varying and changing. It's omnipresent. Look at the definition of omnipresent right down here. What keyword they got right there in omnipresent? It says widely or what? Constantly encountered. Common or widespread. It's a constant. That's what the Great Spirit is. It's a constant. It's everywhere. It's in you. It's in everything. It's in all things. That's why I say that. All was, all is, ever shall be. There ain't nowhere in this whole universe that it's not present. Now here we go. Back to man. Check this out. Back into his prayer, Jehovah the Creator said, what the Great Spirit say? I blow my breath upon the planet, and man comes forth inquiring, who am I? And what is my destiny? Hold on. Who am I? Am I is the question, but I am is the solution. When the Creator said I am, it's self-identifying. It's identifying itself the individual, that it's an individual. What is self-identifying? It's being an individual or existing as an individual whole. It's aware of itself. What's awareness? The quality or state of being aware, knowledge and understanding that something is happening or exists. It's the whole. It's all. It's the totality. It's the sum of all of its individual members. And we, me, you, Selah, everybody is an extension of that. No different from a ray of the sun extended from no different from a ray of light extending from the sun. We are an extension of the Great Spirit. You need to know this in order to know how to be a spiritual person in this universe. Y'all ready to identify yourself? What did Tay say? He said, who am I? Y'all ready for the solution? It's I am. Watch this. Watch what the Creator say. It's describing itself, but it's describing what we are all at the same time. Watch this. He said, I am. Everybody say that to yourself. I am. Know what you are. Watch this. Watch this in verse 3. He said, I am the soul of all. Now, as an extension of the Great Spirit, we're not the soul of all, but guess what? You're this soul. I'm this soul. Selah Shalom is that soul. And from the soul of all, that's where we come from. It said, I am seen and unseen. I am seen. Come on, say it to yourself, because you are. You're seen and you're unseen at the same time. Your flesh and your spirit. by the virtue of his presence. Come on now, I am a quickener. I am a mover. I am a creator and I am a destroyer. Just identify yourself with the I am, because that's what you are. Two apparent entities, nevertheless, I am only one. The seen which is potent and the unseen which is potent, and the seen which of itself is impotent and called Kapoor. That's what you are. Say that to yourself. I am. I am seen and unseen. I am a quickener. I am a mover. I am first and last. I'm the first Darryl Kosmon and I'm the last Darryl Kosmon. That's the first Selah Shalom and that's going to be the last Selah Shalom. I am. That's who you are. And like it said right here, it say all. What is the all? It's the totality. It's the whole. It says it right here. Right here. It says it for itself right here in the book of Jehovah. In the book of Jehovah, verse 4. Sorry, chapter 4, verse 21. It say, nevertheless, oh man, the seen and the unseen are only parts of my person. There we go. Members. The seen and the unseen are members, parts of its person. It's the unity of the whole. You still there with me, brother Selah?
No, man, this is powerful, King. I'm just taking notes, King.
And check this out. It says it right there as unity of the whole. And check this out. This is self-identity. Look at the definition. This from Neil Waspy. Look what Merriam say. When I go to Merriam Dictionary, when it talks about individual, what does it say right here? Being an individual or existing as an indivisible what? A whole. How do I zoom in? Indivisible whole. You can't make this up. You know what? You know what shape represents the whole is the circle. Check out. Watch what this video say. Hold on. Let me get it right. Sorry, y'all. All right, let me start this over. Here we go. Come on now. God is a circle whose center is everywhere and its circumference is nowhere. Let's go. Come on now. You can't make this up, y'all. Come on now. The circle what? Unifies spirit and matter. Come on now. What did it just say right here? I am the unity of the whole. Look at that. The circle unifies spirit and matter. He said it unifies them both. You're a unit. We're units. We have different members. We're seen and we're unseen at the same time. All right. So we got through the who am I part. Now we're gonna go through the what is my destiny. Check this out. Today's prayer, chapter 1. Jehovah, the creator, said, I blow my breath upon the planet, and man comes forth inquiring, who am I? And what is my destiny? So I send an elder brother of man, right? Come on now, here it is, y'all. An elder brother of man to teach him and show him the light. Who is this elder brother? God. God said, behold me, man. I am an elder brother. I have passed through death, and I found the glory in the unseen worlds. Check it out. Who appointed me? The great spirit, Jehovah, gave to me, your God, dominion over the earth and her heavens. Uh-oh. What an anomaly. God has a creator. Check that out. Come on. He gonna go ahead and go further for you in the book of Judgment. Chapter 1, verse 2. Hear the words of your God, oh man. I am your elder brother of 10,000s of years experience, prophet in my wisdom, and learn the discourse of your God. Jehovah, creator of all things, spoke to me, your God, saying, hear me, O God, my ambassador of the earth and her heavens, for this your season. Obey my mandates. And guess what? What is this purpose? To teach mortals and the angels of the lower heavens to know me and to rejoice my creations. But they get even deeper than that. It get even deeper than that. Check it out. Book of Discipline, chapter 1. Hear the words of your God, oh man. Here he gonna say it again for you. Reinforcement for you. I am your elder brother, risen from mortality. Uh-oh. God was a man, or God was a woman. I am your brother, risen from mortality to a holy place in heaven. Profit in my wisdom and be admonished by my love. But guess what your destiny is, man? Guess what your destiny is as a spiritual being on this planet? For as I am your elder brother, here's God's purpose. Here's true God's purpose, I should say. For as I am your elder brother, so shall it be with you to rise also. And in time to come, to rise also in time to come. And guess what? Look back at mortals and call them to the exalted heavens of the Almighty. Much love, Brother Calvin. I see you, man. Just looked down and saw your message. Peace to the gods. To Jehovah all adoration and glory forever. Amen. All life, motion, power, and things seen and unseen are and by through him. Check this out. Neither is there an angel in heaven so high nor sufficiently wise to comprehend Jehovah in its entirety. It's the whole. It's too vast to comprehend. Not even the God of a million years. The gods of a million years are still in heaven, in the highest heaven, still scratching their head trying to figure it out. Why is that? For he is within all, beyond and over all, being ever present. There we go again. It's a constant. It's ever present. It's a constant. Being ever present in all places. Doing by virtue of his presence, quickening all the living, adorable above all things. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Okay, let's get into what a false god is. Here we go. Here we go with the bullshit. Pardon my French, but here we go with the bullshit. Here we go. False god, false goddess, an angel, a spirit that assumes themselves to the title of God. It assumes them, they assume themselves the title of God. It could be an angel with the lowest grade or angel with the highest grade. Assume itself the title of God. It wasn't even appointed by the great spirit to be God. They just come and start setting up religions and ideologies for you. Standing between you and the spirit. There we go again. Obstruction. Sets up a personal heaven for their followers to be bound as slaves. Establish this doctrine for the purpose of indoctrination, religion, and idol worship on earth. For what? For personal benefit. What did true God say? Let's go back. What did true God say? He said, I'm an elder brother, so shall it be with you in time to come. For you to look back and call mortals to the Almighty. He ain't say for y'all to be slaves. It ain't true God's purpose for him to make you bound to him. Sitting there looking stuck. What the false God do? Establish doctrine for the purpose of indoctrination, religion, and idol worship on earth for personal benefit. You're going to be stuck in the heavens. Wars with other false gods. And guess what? They use you as the soldiers to go fight other lost spirits that's bound to other false heavens in wars. Book of F. Check it out. 17 verse 8. These false gods made slaves of their followers, exacting service and in return giving pitiful homes, and pitiful regiment, and by the labor of their slaves embellishing their mansions and cities in Hadad. But during the, check it out. Then we're gonna skip up. We're gonna hit 10. Check this out, y'all. Listen closely. What I just explained to you. But during the last 1,000 years in atmosphere, there being no resurrections to Etheria. There was no resurrections to Etheria, to the highest heaven. They were like what's going on down there? Many fell into disbelief of the emancipated heavens, and so began building up heavenly kingdoms on their own account. For what? It tells you right there. And for their own glory. And in order to have exalted kingdoms, they sent their slaves back to mortals to inspire them to the, come on now, I'm getting hype, I'm sorry. They sent their slaves back to mortals to inspire them with the glory of their false gods' kingdoms. Not to the Most High. They limited them to their kingdoms, to their heavens, keeping them deaf, dumb, and blind, that there is more far beyond of what they should become. They sent their slaves back to mortals to inspire them with the glory of their false gods' kingdoms, so that others in turn might become slaves also. Y'all better take heed where y'all soul gonna go when y'all die. Once you disconnect from the great spirit within yourself, worshiping obstructions, an idol god, a religion, false doctrine, you become a follower of the beast, a subject to the ideologies of mortal men, women, or false deities. What is a beast? What does a WASP say a beast is? Anything that is enforced as a religion. Uh-oh. Look at that Jesus meme right there. What my boy saying to him, Jesus, you in the way? He said, no, I am the way. I wish a man would tell me he is the way for me to get to the Father. That's an obstruction. When false gods have successfully created and enforced major religions across the globe by turning man against man through indoctrination, politics, materialism, classism, racism, prejudice, war, and other divisive behaviors, they've established what you call a beast system. Uh-oh. What did it say in the WASP prologue? Let's go ahead, let's get into this. Jehovah said to the angels who were with man, behold, man has multiplied on the earth, bring them together. Teach them to dwell in cities and nations. So the angels of Jehovah taught the peoples of the earth to dwell in cities and nations. Now, in the same time, the beast, here we go. What's the other definition of the beast? Here we go, the animal man, the earthly part of man. The beast self rose up before man and spoke to him, saying, possess whatever you will, for all things are yours and are good for you. He ain't say do unto others. He said, possess whatever you will, selfishness, for all things are yours, materialism, and are good for you. Man obeyed the beast and following, and war came into the world. Come on now, y'all, that's objective. Is war not in the world, especially because of these religions? And man became sick at heart, and he called out to the beast, saying, you said possess all things for yourself, for they are good for you. Now behold, war and death have encompassed me on all sides. I pray, therefore, teach me peace. But the beast said, do not think, the beast said, do not think I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. Ooh, who said that? Who said that? Woo-wee. Who said that one? Where we at? 34? 10:34? That sounds familiar. Matthew 10:34, King James Bible. Who said that, y'all? Think not I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Hold on, let me zoom in for you if you can't see it. That's your boy Christ talking. That ain't Lucifer. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. It's a stark difference between what a sword does and what peace does. Shall I move forward? 35. For I am come to set man at variance against his father. What is that variance? That's opposing. Using your sword to drive a wedge between me and those that I love, homie. You being a middleman, you being an obstruction, brother. Damn. I need some water. 1 second, y'all.
Yeah, you going in, King. You going in. You definitely going in, yo. This is powerful.
Much love to you. That's right, y'all. With that damn lure, mom. Here we go. For I am come to set man at variance against his father. Uh-oh. And the daughter against her mother. Uh-oh. And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Let's keep going. And the man's foes shall be they if his own household. What? You ain't supposed to try to make peace with your enemies either? What? Check this out. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. What? And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Come on now. I'm done reading this. Okay, obstruction. We'll see you later. But hold on. We gotta go and keep on putting some emphasis on it because yeah, he came to bring a sword, right? Hold on. This ain't no different than what be going on in Deuteronomy. Check this out. I forgot what verse this was supposed to be at, but check this out. I'm going to go ahead and read till we get to the part where he start killing and slaying people. Check this out. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams and giveth thee a sign or wonder, and that sign or wonder come to pass, whereof he spoke unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for the Lord your God prove you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Hold on, it's going to get good in a second. Ye shall walk after the Lord your God and fear him. You got to fear this man and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. You got to cleave unto him. That's suspect right there. Y'all know what a me clever is? All right. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death because he hath spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God. He didn't say go up and talk to this man and try to lift this man. He said put that man to death. Damn. But you brought out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Now check this out. If thy brother, if thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or thy wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul entice thee secretly, saying, let us go serve other gods, which thou hast not known. Thou know thy fathers, here we go, namely of the gods of the people which are round about, and nigh unto him, neither shall thine eye pity them, neither shall spare them, neither shall thou conceal him. Hold on, what now say? But thou shalt surely kill him. Thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death. This dude here. Let's get back into the energy. This is depressing. I was going to do Deuteronomy 17, but y'all can read that for yourself. Check this out. Let's continue. But the beast said, do not think I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. How that man say that? And they call this man the Prince of Peace. I come to set man at variance against his father and daughter against her mother. Whatever you find to eat, whether fish or flesh, eat it. Take no thought of tomorrow. Damn, don't think about the kids, huh? So man ate fish and flesh, becoming carnivorous, and darkness came upon him. And he no longer heard the voice of Jehovah, the great spirit, or believed him. This was the fifth era. You want context to that, you got to read the information. I'm not going to get into that right now about the fifth era. And the beast divided itself into 4 great heads, 4 great obstructions, and possessed the earth, and man fell down and worshiped them. And guess what? The name of the heads of the beasts were, Brahmin, Buddha, Christian, and Mohammedan. Here we go. Thus I divided the earth, O Jehovah, into 4 great idolatries. That's what the voice of man said. He divided the earth into 4 great idolatries. Here we go. Brahma, Buddhist, Christian, and Mohammedan. Well, if you're mad, I'm sorry, y'all. But there you go. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and move on and get into religion versus spirituality, because that's what these are. These are religions. These are obstructions to your spiritual connection between you and the great spirit. You got to know the great spirit because it is a source of spirit in order for you to be a spiritual person. If a man or a God or anything come between you and that spirit, that's indirect. If a man stand between you and the sunlight, you in the shadow of that man. You are no longer in the sunlight. What do we say right here? It's a practical guide to the spiritual life, not a practical guide to the religious life. Let's get into religion versus spirituality. Religion is based upon the lives of historical archetypal figures: Christ, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad. These figures form the foundations of religious practices and rituals in the community. It's a rule-based construct that to some degree governs the behavior of its members. It governs your behavior. Don't y'all know how you think is how you behave? That's why you think that if the powers that be can control your thinking, they already know how you're gonna act. You become predictable. Check out spirituality. Spirituality is based upon individuals' practical application of the information. That's the purpose of a WASP. It's a practical guidebook to the spiritual life. Ain't that what it say right there? It breaks free from the restrictions and the rigid structures sometimes associated with traditional religion. The spiritual aspirant recognizes that he or she is on a pathless path of self-discovery. They are following not a set of external rules, but their own inner call to spirit. Their own inner call to spirit. They'll be going again with inward. What did Tay say? I got to quicken my members and go inward. That was in Tay's prayer. That's what he said. I got to quicken my members. What are his members? The seen and unseen. My flesh and my spiritual part. Look at this. Stagnation and progression. Which one is stagnant? Which one is more progressive? Religion. Due to their centuries to millennia-old histories, religions are by nature often deeply rooted in tradition, ritual, creed, and doctrine. There we go. Religious institutions conservatively guard their practices and values, holding rigidly to the past. Where are the manuscripts? Family, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. Where are the manuscripts at for the WASP? Spirituality, by comparison, spirituality is often less focused on rigidly traditional approach and often favors an evolutionary mentality. This refers to both a more flexible and adaptive mindset toward core teachings of the great wisdom traditions, but also reflects the understanding that, as the name implies, spiritual growth is an evolutionary process. Y'all better put this on the scales. Spirituality embraces change and the evolution of consciousness. With spiritual practice, ideas and interpretations change as individuals, societies, and the world move forward. The world can't move forward when you're stuck in the past, when you're stuck on manuscripts. Check this out. Exclusiveness versus inclusion. I'm gonna break this down right now. Look what the great spirit say in Owaspy. Book of Inspiration, chapter 11, verse 7, it says, I am not exclusive, but I am with all my living creatures. That right there stands alone. So if you sit there, you talk about anybody that's not in your religion is considered a Gentile or an infidel. The Great Spirit is with everybody. The hell are you talking about? Religion, traditional religious beliefs, sometimes based upon rigid interpretations of key teachings, can create an exclusive worldview that isolates those who may not share their views or interpretations. Sadly, this religious in-group mentality can be used to justify the exclusion of minorities or those deemed unworthy of God's favor. Come on now. Come on now. What spirituality say? Spirituality says spirituality makes no such distinctions. Instead, it favors an inclusive approach. What the Great Spirit say right there in the Book of Inspiration, chapter 11, verse 7, I am not exclusive. In the recognition that that pure spirit, here we go again. In recognition that the spirit is a unifying force. It's a unifying force. Do we got to go back and read that again? I think we shall. Let's go back and read that again. Nevertheless, oh man, the seen and unseen are only parts of my person. I am unity of the whole. So what they talking about? What the obstructions talking about? No one is left out. All right, this is the last part of this. We're gonna talk about religion, and we're gonna talk about fear versus faith. Come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all. Did we not just read in Deuteronomy in that verse about the fear? Having fear of the Lord, fear of the obstruction, religion. Despite the best of intentions, religions can sometimes contain a subtle or not subtle undercurrent of fear woven into their teachings. The concepts of original sin, divine judgment, God's wrath, or eternal punishment can create a mental environment burdened in worry and anxiety. They can't even come from up underneath the religion because they scared, they worry. Well, we won't read the Owa's because the Most High went through Esau to make it. And if I do that, I might be smited and put to death. I might be stoned. Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere with your mentally enslaved, indoctrinated big boy. Anyway, spirituality. By contrast, spirituality typically discards the vestiges of fear and worry in favor of a more loving, compassionate approach to life and death. What? Spirituality embraces a consciousness-based worldview that supports all human beings. Hold on. It supports all human beings on their path to awakening. In unconditional love and kindness. Here we go again. Do unto others. Your choices and behavior are guided not by fear or of punishment, but rather by desire to end suffering and create a peaceful and loving world for all. Let's see what religion did. Let's read from the voice of man. Chapter 1, 31. Thus I have divided the earth, O Jehovah, into 4 great adulteries, into 4 great obstructions from my spirituality that come between me and you. I have established them, the beast system, and into their hands put all manner of weapons of destruction, and they have become more terrible against one another than the beasts of the forest. Did y'all just not read? Did I just not read that in Deuteronomy? That they said, if your people worship other gods, whether it be your family, your kids, or best friends, to kill them. That's where they get it from. That's where they get it from. Oh, if only I could put away these great iniquities which I raised up as everlasting torments on the earth. Truly, there is no salvation in these things, and it's not. Their people are continually destroying one another. They quarrel and kill for their respective what? Religions. Setting aside your commandments, you shall not kill. That's also in the Bible. They love their own nation and hate all others. There they go. There they go, excluding people. They set aside your commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. I think that's also in the Bible too. Come on, y'all. Y'all got some contradictions going on there. They preach and pray in sufficient truth, but not one of these people practices peace. You want to know why? Because they very Christ said, I came to bring a sword, not peace. And you wonder why. Let that sink in. They preach and pray in sufficient truth, but not one of these people practice peace, love, and virtue in any degree equal to their understanding. Check this out, y'all. Check this out, y'all. These religions have not saved from sin any nation or city on the whole earth. And if they did, I would love somebody to pull that up for me. Because they indoctrinated, y'all. They indoctrinated. Let's go. Let's learn. Watch this. What's a doctrine? A doctrine is a principle or position or the body of principles in a branch of knowledge or system of belief. It's dogma. Are doctrines all bad? Nope. Indoctrination might be, but not a doctrine. A doctrine ain't necessarily a book. What's a dogma, y'all? A point of view or tenet put forth as authoritative without adequate grounds. Whoa, that's deep. Subjective without adequate grounds. It ain't got no weight to it. Not no spiritual weight, at least. What's inadequate? It's inadequate. A point of view or tenet put forth as authoritative without adequate grounds. That means it's inadequate. What does inadequate mean? It means lacking sufficiency for a specific need or requirement. Wow. Okay, let's go, y'all. What does it mean to indoctrinate? Critical. Sorry. There's something critical, a critical word in this definition that y'all need to understand about indoctrination. Here it is. Indoctrinate. Teach. To teach a personal group to accept a set of beliefs. What does that say, y'all? What's the key word? To teach that person to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. Uncritically. You don't even question it because you're in fear. You're too scared. Without judgment, come on, without question of judgment, you don't even care. You just gave it all this mental liberty. You just handed shit your brain. Just boop, there you go. Control me. I ain't gonna even question it. All your mental liberty just gone. It's in the air. Check out the second definition of indoctrinate: forcibly or coercively causing people to act and think on the basis of a certain ideology. What? Okay, what does this mean, y'all? This means we sacrifice our mental liberty to accept insufficient systems of belief without question or judgment. I'm going to say that one more time. What does this mean? I'm going to put it all together for you. All of the definitions, I'm going to put it together for you down there. What does it all mean? We sacrifice our mental liberty to accept insufficient systems, inadequate systems of belief without question or judgment. Come on now. What does it say? Wow, what does it say in Book of Judgment, chapter 20? Let me give me some water first real quick. We almost done, y'all. We almost there. Bear with
You
me.
going in, King. You definitely going in, bro.
Much love, big bro. We almost there. Book of Judgment, chapter 20, verse 19. Do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying. What them Christians be saying? Well, it's not about your works, it's about your worship. All you have to do is repent and I'll go to heaven. No, bro, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. What you practice here is what you're going to be on the other side too. You're not just going to be magically all good just because if you was all bad all your whole human life. It don't work like that. Do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying. In your early entrance into the S world, the spiritual world, you shall be easily deceived. If you was deceived on the corporal plane, you're going to be easily deceived on the spiritual plane too. That's what that means. For which reason you shall school yourself every day of your life. Give yourself an education. You got to educate yourself. And I ain't talking about no goddamn school public education because that's indoctrination too. But that's a conversation for another day. For which reason you shall school yourself every day of your life that your creator only is your God. And that you shall never see him as you see a man or an angel because it's the ever present. It's formed and formless at the same time. It ain't no man sitting on the throne. It's omnipresent. What we say in the beginning of the presentation. It's a constant. But that you can see him every day in the glory of his works. All you got to do is look around you. Look at yourself. You're a work of his glory. Selah Shalom, you're a work of his glory. Darryl Kosmon, you're a work of his glory. You're an extension of that source. With this faith in your soul, you shall die and enter heaven fearlessly. Fearlessly enter heaven. You know why? Because you won't easily be deceived when the spirit comes to you and say, hey, I'm the Jesus that you worshiped all your life. Or I'm the Buddha that you worshiped all your life. Come to my heavens. What we say earlier in the presentation, they're going to trick you. They're going to bring you and make you a slave in their heavens. And you ain't going to even go no higher. Ain't going to be no destiny for you to be a God. Because it's the middleman's destiny. It's the obstruction's destiny for you to be a slave and stagnant, unevolutionary. With this faith in your soul, you shall die and enter heaven fearlessly. And when a pretending God or Savior comes to you asking tribute, you shall know the truth that he is false. Man, get your ass out my face. Now, therefore, when you judge yourself to determine the balance of your good and evil deeds and your good and evil thoughts, let your creator stand as the light of your soul. Not no middleman. Not nobody telling you what to do. You need to turn your eyes inward to be trying to figure it out for themselves. They ain't no different from you. Elder Brother God said he ain't no different from you. He just older and got experience. Let your creator stand as the light of your soul, and through him judge yourself. But not as to your worship, not as to your worship. I just said that, y'all. But as to your works. What you do. How you build yourself. How you inspire others from building yourself. How you build somebody else up. Or rather, I should say, inspire somebody or encourage somebody or support somebody else to build themselves up. Because everybody responsible for themselves to build themselves up. Neither shall you judge yourself by any God, Lord, or Savior, by none of these obstructions. Don't judge yourself by these obstructions. Neither shall you judge yourself by any God, Lord, Savior, or other idol, nor by any man or woman. Guess what? For yourself, stand second to Jehovah, the great spirit, in your attributes, boy. Ain't no middleman. You don't stand third. It ain't you, some Messiah, then the source. It's you and the source. This is your personal journey. This is between you and Jehovah. This is between you and the great spirit, or whatever you want to call it.
Powerful, man. I need some explosions for this shit.
Man, because check it out. This is why. It is your responsibility to what? Make a God of yourself. Make a God of yourself. Huh? What did Tate said? Who am I? And what is my destiny? I told you who you was. We went through the I am. What is my destiny, oh great spirit? It is your responsibility to make a God of yourself. Come on now, it's right here. Oh, hold on. I thought I linked that. I guess not. My bad. Come on now. Make a God of yourself in your behavior and in your words and your deeds. Come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. Hey, brother Selah, I'm gonna change my screen to this other one. We almost done, y'all. We near the end, y'all. Bear with me. Man. Bro, check this out. How do I go back? Okay, I want to share my other screen. Hold on. We finna get into something deep.
Darryl Kosmon bringing that fire to the table. Powerful information. Powerful. Give a one in the chat if you're getting this understanding, everybody. Put a one in the chat if you're getting this understanding.
One second, man.
All right, King, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, dreadful Kosmon. I see you, King Yari. Yes, let's get the ones in the chat. I see them. They're getting this understanding, King.
Man, that's love, man. That's love.
Powerful, powerful. I like how you breaking that down, man.
Thanks, big bro. I appreciate the love, man.
Like you said, obstruction. You niggas
obstruction,
is obstructions.
They obstructions.
Yes, sir.
All right, share screen. Bring up this up here real quick, man. Check this out right here.
All right, here we go. We got the screen.
You see that one? You see that screen? Okay.
Let's get it.
Let me show you how indoctrination work, brother Selah. Hold on, check this out. You know, I wouldn't be Darryl Kosmon if I didn't leave y'all with something special.
Yeah, already. Floor is yours.
Thank you, love. Mom had to fill up my water. I get to talking too dang on much, my throat get dry.
Nah, go ahead, man. That's that fire. You know what I mean? When you're releasing that fire, you got to quench that thirst. You know what I mean?
Man. Woo! All right, brother Selah, it's going to be a little interactive. You there with me, bro?
I'm here, King.
All right,
I'm right here.
I'm going to show you how indoctrination works. We'll get into the mathematics of how indoctrination works. Let me show you something, man. Drop this little bomb on you real quick. All right, brother Selah, check this out, man. So if I told you 2 + 2 is 4, can we agree?
Yes.
Can we agree on that? That's objective, right? Now, what if I told you that 2 + 2 is 1? How you feel about that?
We will look at that mathematically as wrong.
Right, exactly. We look at that mathematically as wrong. You want to know why we look at why you want to know why we look at that mathematically as wrong? Because on the number system, there is no pinnacle to the highest number. You see what I'm saying? So we run on a number system that's infinite. That's why 2 + 2 mathematically to us equals 4, right? So all this over here, that's infinity. All this right here is possibility. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I can't even spell possibility.
You go. I get it.
Squeeze it in there. There you go.
I get it.
Now I'm gonna quote our brother Kosmon Kyle on this one, because he said something very profound one time when we had a bill. He said the Great Spirit creates the possibility for every possibility, but also it is the possibility for all possibilities, right?
Right.
Now, if I wanted to indoctrinate you, And if I wanted to indoctrinate you and become an obstruction between your possibilities, and I say, you know what, bro, I'm gonna indoctrinate you, and you're gonna only have to function between these range of numbers right here. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. So the indoctrinated mind can't even see 4.
Right.
So how can they get to 4 if they ain't too indoctrinated to see beyond 2 to even get to 4? So you know what they got to do when they add 2 and 2? They got to start over. So here's your 2, and they got to start over from 0, and then they stop at 1.
Facts.
That's why 2 plus 2 equals 1 to the indoctrinated mind.
Facts.
You see how that works?
Exactly. Powerful.
That's indoctrination right there. Come on now. The mathematics proves how.
That's powerful right there, bro. So they can't even see 4, so they stuck at 1. That's the only option they got.
They can't even see possibility. So you drop a waspy on them. That's why they be stuck like they do.
You wild, bro.
So I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Now you see it mathematically. Now you see it mathematically, bro. Math is an absolute truth. Math is an absolute truth. Numbers is an absolute truth. I said in the beginning, you got to prove it through the axioms and the numbers.
That's right.
Come on now.
Hey, that's powerful right there, man. That's funny right there, yo.
Ooh-wee. All right, we at the end now. Let me go and read this last 2 slides, y'all. And we gonna be good.
Get y'all questions ready. If y'all got questions, go ahead and get them ready. Y'all can start them, posting them in the chat. All right, I see the screen.
Okay.
Don't drop your questions yet. Just hold them, and then I'll let you know when to drop your questions. Go ahead, King.
Oh, no problem, bro. All right, y'all. Indoctrination versus education. We're going to tell the difference right here. Look at this. Indoctrination. Indoctrination tells you what to think. Education, educating yourself, that teaches you how to think. Indoctrination tells you not to challenge what you are told. We already seen that. Education gives you the tools for examining everything you are told with a critical eye. What did we say indoctrination was? Believing things uncritically. Education tells you to criticize that, judge that. Indoctrination tells you not to question. Education teaches you how to question. Indoctrination tells you to believe authority figures, idols, obstructions. Education tells you to believe evidence. Ain't that what we just said in the beginning? Indoctrination teaches you the matter is settled. It's the end-all be-all mentality. Education teaches you that new evidence may upset existing paradigms. Whoop! Drop a waspy on them. How they acting? It's all, I got the end-all be-all Bible, Torah, blah, blah, blah. Come on now. We drop an anomaly on them. They all like, oh my God. What is this? Where are the manuscripts? He's a white guy. Indoctrination says, because I said so. Fear-based. Education says, this is what the available evidence suggests, and this is why. Come on, y'all. We did that tonight. We did that tonight. Look at this chump over here. All right, Faithist, here's a question. Are the Faithists indoctrinated by a waspy? Hell no. We ain't indoctrinated by a waspy. Here's the proof. Waspy Book of Discipline, chapter 5. Jehovah is as near this day as in the time of the ancients. Put yourself in order, becoming one with him. And no book is, check it out. No book is so easily read as his created universe. Oh, there's the doctrine right there, y'all. There's our true doctrine right there, y'all. What did the Great Spirit just say our true doctrine was? His created universe. Let's move on to the next verse. What does it say? Inspiration comes less by books than by what Jehovah wrote. His words. Read him and his works. Come on now. So when they ask you what's the author of your doctrine, ask them what doctrine? You talking about creation? Because the author's creation is the Great Spirit itself. You want to see an ancient manuscript? It's all over the place. The whole damn universe is ancient. Yeah, no book. This includes a WASPy too. Owaski Book of Judgment, chapter 20. Let's go. Books are imperfect. It says in the beginning of Owaski that not immaculate is this book. Huh, interesting. Books are imperfect, but the Great Spirit never. It's consistent. It's a constant. What it do is well done. Neither shall you from this day, from this time forward, swear by any book under the sun, nor by any God, Lord, Savior, Spirit, idol, or image. You see them obstructions, y'all? Those are obstructions. But you shall swear by Jehovah, the Great Spirit, your creator. You shall covenant yourself unto Jehovah only, and you shall do this what? How? In your own way only. And not according to any book, Bible, priest, church, or spirit. It's a personal, direct journey. It's direct. Next question. Our faith is indoctrinated by Creator. Hell no. Watch this. And this is my favorite passage in the whole book. Book Inspiration, chapter 9. Let's go. You shall be your own judge in all things. I'm shaking my head before I even get to it. Behold, I sent my God to judge you, but you shall also judge the judgments of your God. You got to judge God, y'all. You got to judge everything. And afterward, you shall judge yourself in the same way. But look at this, y'all. Are we indoctrinated by Creator? I created you a perpetual judge, not only to judge yourself in all the world besides, but you shall judge me, your Creator. Come on, man. You can't pass that up. What?
Powerful.
They got gods up, huh? Oh. Wow, man. Wow. They got gods out here want you to fear them. Creator say, judge me. Because Creator is the Great Spirit is our way to understand. And if there's something we don't understand, then we ask that question. Didn't take judge and say, who am I? What is my destiny? Like, what the heck am I doing here, dude? And he answered. It answered. Identifying yourself and saying you are to become a God also and look back to mortals and uplift them too. Wow. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and do this closing, y'all. Book of Judgment. We're going to close it out with this one here. Wow, man. Wow.
Powerful, powerful, powerful.
Wow.
The Creator said, judge me, thy Creator. I was like, wow. I said the same thing when I read that part.
You can't pass that up, man. You
Yeah,
can't pass that
powerful.
up. Let me go, y'all. Let's close it out. Book of Judgment, chapter 13, verse 43. Do not make confessions. Here we go. We're going to talk about these obstructions. Do not make confessions which are between you and your Creator. It's between you and the Creator. It's a direct path. Do not make those confessions which are between you and your Creator before men, before obstructions, but covenant with him within your own soul, saying nothing of this for the laudation of men. Laudation meaning praise. Because it ain't the next man's business what you got going on with yourself. He need to be turning his own eyes inwards, and worried about building himself. Your spirit, come on, y'all. This is beautiful. This is us. This is the Great Spirit talking about us. We beautiful. Look how beautiful we are. Look how beautiful this is. Your spirit is as a seed of a beautiful tree, which your Creator planted. Give it good light and a clean soil, so that its blossoms and its fruits may glorify your Creator in you. This is a relationship between us and the source. Such is the resurrection of the spirit of men. Do not wait for a savior. Do not wait for an obstruction. Ain't no savior coming back for you. You your savior. I don't understand the whole concept of dying for your sins. You go outside right now, bust somebody upside the head and get arrested. Christ ain't doing the time for you. You doing that damn time. Such is the resurrection of the spirit of men. Do not wait for a savior to save you, nor depend on words or prayers, nor on listening to good sermons, flattering yourself that you have done well, but begin to save yourself. How? By purifying your flesh, by purifying your thoughts. And the practice of good works. Here we go again. Good works. That's how you worship. You want to worship the Creator? You want to worship Great Spirit? Do a good work. You got to show appreciation, not say appreciation. Good works done to others, and with all your wisdom, love, and strength. For through these only is there any resurrection for you, either in this world or the next. As above, so below, so without, so within. Y'all, much love. Thank y'all so much. Peace and light to the family, man.
Powerful. Very, very powerful lecture, man. Must say, I learned a lot. I mean, that was an excellent breakdown. The constant, the obstruction, the I am. Excellent breakdown, I must say. You know what I mean? Bravo.
Much love to you, big. Much love to you, big bro.
That, like straight out. If y'all got some questions, go ahead and post it in the chat for Darryl Kosmon so he can go ahead and answer your questions. You know what I mean? Go ahead and start throwing them questions in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and post it so he can go ahead and answer. You know what I mean? Yeah, they saluting you. And then let me go ahead and, you know what I mean?
Much love, y'all. Much love. Let me put some fire in the chat. Let me put some fire in the chat, too. Much love to y'all. Much love. Man, I got to get my voice back.
Thank you, Darryl. I'm showing some of the love in the chat. You dig? Powerful, brother. Boom. Powerful. Yeah. Yes, family. So come with your questions, family. Let's go ahead and get those questions going. I know.
Shout out to you, Shebrew. Much love, Intuitive Goat. What's up, Intuitive? What's up, Shebrew? Sharice Wilson's That's Life. I see y'all. Who else in there? Yo, mama got wifey in the chat.
Darryl Kosmon went in. Man, I like the way you broke down that I am, man. That was excellent right there, yo.
Was there a delay? Oh, man.
It may have been, but it went through, though. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't that bad.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wifey said there was.
We say he crystal clear.
She said it was a terrible delay. She said, "What you talking about? That delay was terrible."
They said everything was crystal clear. They got that understanding, yo. See, creator clear, man.
Man, that's for love.
Creator clear, man.
Hold on, wifey saying it's delay. Let me go check out what she's saying. Hold on.
Yes, family. Brother Darryl Kosmon went in, broke it down. You know what I mean? Like I say, we declare creator over here. And he just gave you creator. He differentiated the creator from the gods, the obstruction, the middlemen. You know what I mean? Those are like traps and snares to the creator, unless sent by the creator. So we always gotta...
King,
Yeah, go ahead, King.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Let me exit out and come back in and see if it fixed the delay. She says it's behind pretty bad.
Okay.
I'm going to come back in. I'll be right back.
I bet. Yes, family. Yo, we vibing. We getting it in, fam. You know what I mean? It's a vibes. Yes, family. The brother Darryl Kosmon bringing that fire. You did. Yes, I appreciate the lesson, brother. Shalom. All praise to the Most High Creator. Gang, gang, you already know. You dig? It's the vibes. Let's hit you with a commercial break real quick.
Bittersweet Herbals. What it tastes is bitter, but the results are sweet. Bittersweetherbals.com. Bittersweet Herbals. What it tastes is bitter, but the results are sweet. Bittersweetherbals.com.
Yes, family, we back at it. And we got Darryl Kosmon back in the building.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You know how we do. It's a beautiful.
Oh, what's up? I hope that's better.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Damn. Okay. I'm kind of winded. Let me go on and come bring myself back down, man. But yeah, much love to the Creator Gang. Peace to love and light to the family. Selah Shalom. Thanks for having me, your brother here, man. I appreciate it. It's always real to build with you, bro. Much love.
Always,
to you,
man. It's always a blessing, man. One more time, if anybody got any questions, go ahead and post it in the chat for Darryl Kosmon. I'm sure he wouldn't mind answering a couple questions before you peel out.
Yeah, anything related to the
definitely related to
tonight.
The topic at hand.
Yeah. I ain't got all the answers, but I'll try my best.
He said nothing wrong. Okay, so you're saying that. Yeah, that was an excellent presentation. Yo.
Yeah, much love, man. What you think about that? I mean, what stood out to you?
What stood out was the I am. That I like how you put that together. I like how the I am was that kind of stood out.
Yeah, that's
how you broke the members of the Creator down. You know, the members of the bodies of the Creator, because although we say the Creator is unseen, but at the same time, the Creator is seen through creation. So I like how you differentiated that and made it clear. And then when you went into the obstruction with these God, Lords, and Saviors, these middlemen who could be, barricades and snares and traps,
right,
to get to the Creator, unless sent by the Creator. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I like how you put that together right there. That was excellent.
Mm.
And the math with the indoctrination, that was funny right there. That was clever. That was some clever stuff right there.
That's how they do. They see 2 + 2 is 1. You're like, wait, what's wrong with them? Oh, I got the mathematics on that. Let me tell you why.
Hey, somebody got a question? What they say? You can see that?
Yeah, the WASP does speak of the Israelites. Yes, it does. I'm not sure. I don't have a chapter and verse on me right now, big bro. Unless you want to bring it up.
But no, it does. I don't know what what they would want other than just saying a yes or no answer.
Yeah, it does speak of the Israelites and the Israelites. It's a difference between the Israelites of the Bible and the Israelites of a WASP. There's a huge difference between them. You have to read the account on the Israelites in the WASP to get the context of it.
Right. Facts on that. So I like how you had that picture of that vortex too, man, because I was looking for a couple of vortices to use for some demonstrations, but I like how you use that vortex.
Yeah, if you use Google Slides for your presentations, you can look up GIFs on Google.
Oh, a word, okay.
And copy and just paste it right. Copy it right from the image finder, and then paste it right into your slide. The vortex graphics are nice.
Got you. That's interesting.
Let me get up in this chat and see what's going on real quick. Nobody really.
Yeah, raise our questions. If you got a question, raise them. We got Darryl Kosmon in the building in the high seat.
Somebody anybody want to come in and chat? Where my brother Kyle Kosmon at? I ain't seen Kyle in a long time, man. Hey, Barbara. Barbara Starbuck in the house. Jaway.
Go to the link if anybody want to come in for a quick 5-10 minutes. Drop your question. Big up the God Kosmon. Darryl Kosmon.
Who is Solaris? Peace and light to you. If you here, if you ain't don't agree or agree, peace. Thank you for being here. Solaris, Ray, Big League, Akia, Kendra. I see y'all. Bezel or Bezel. Mr. L, do we have to create our own community like they did when raising Yeshua? Man, you know what, Mr. L? Did you see his question, Selah?
Which one is that one?
Mr. L, GRI33 said, do we have to create our own community like they did when raising Yeshua? I didn't. I remember reading that. I didn't make note of it, so I wish I would have. Gotta have my WASPy with me when I be doing these questions and answers.
I'm looking for his message. I'm scrolling up.
But yeah, for the most part, Mr. L, to answer your question, yes, that is in there that we need to leave. We need to get away from the cities and go out into the country and start building our own communities. That's in there. As a matter of fact, I think it specifically says that it encourages the Israelites, especially, to do that too here on this land.
Right.
But like I said before, you gotta read the account on the Israelites and the WASPy to get the differentiation between the Israelites of the Bible, Holy Bible, and the Israelites of the WASPy.
He also wanted to know if Israelites. Oh yeah, we answered that already. Yeah.
Yep.
Israelites are in a WASPy.
Hold on. Oh.
Israelites is described as oralites. Oral
Hey, wifey brought me the book. She's like, "Here's your book."
Hey, when I first got the OWASP, that's exactly how I had mine. I printed out my OWASP when I first got it. I got to about Fragging Patty, then I was like, all right, let me go ahead and buy this thing. I got like 1 million more pages before I print this thing out.
Oh man. Hey, listen, I wanted to put y'all up on this. This is Selah Shalom's book, The Times Tables of Prophecy. This is Selah Shalom's book, The Timetables of Prophecy. If you don't have this book, if you read OWASP, get this book right here in your possession. Because if you really want to know what time it is, he drops it right here. Selah Shalom, get this book. It's called The Timetables of Prophecy. I think you got this on Blurb, right?
Yeah, it's on Blurb. Yeah. I gotta actually log back in that account. It's been a couple years.
Yeah, y'all get these Timetables of Prophecy. This is a very, very, very deep book.
Yeah. That's just that's like a compact, condensed breakdown. Oh, you got the I forgot I had that on the back of there. I ain't seen that in a minute.
You gotta update that picture now, man.
I know, right? But yeah, that's like a condensed, compact version of just a breakdown of the whole solar system and this travel around the galactic center and the breakdown of the Earth through its 4 ages. So, and the talent ranks of angels. So,
yeah, say Mr. L, so he got his OWASP. Yeah, read it, bro. Read it, man. And like I say, if y'all don't agree with OWASP, read it. You ain't gotta believe it. It's trash. When you open it, throw it in the trash. You ain't gotta believe it. Ain't no skin off my back. Like I just said in the presentation, it's you and the creator, it's your journey. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right. And the beautiful thing about the OWASP is the liberty. You know what I mean? Man and woman has liberty to choose. So it's not something that we try to force on nobody. You know what I mean? It ain't like you gotta worship this God or you gotta worship, us, or you gotta worship this book. We if you don't worship this book, you go into hell. It's like we don't even have that approach. We got full liberty to choose what you want. That's the beautiful thing about Creator.
I'm gonna hold this up one more time for Barb. She asked what book was that. Here it is, Barb.
Hold it up higher.
Oh, you can't see it?
Yeah, hold it up.
Oh, okay. My bad. I can't. I can only see what my camera shows.
No, you good. Cool.
Okay.
Then I got my copy right here.
Hey, look at that. Remember we talked about that circle? That's the hole right there. See that hole?
Exactly. You know what I mean? That timetables of prophecy,
That's
baby.
unity.
Yes, sir. That's how we moving out here, man. See, the Israelites supposed to be up on these prophecies, but they behind, man.
Mm-hmm.
They'll catch up later, though. They sons and daughters will catch it.
All right, man. Seems like anybody got no questions. Anybody joining in? That's all good. Much love to y'all. Y'all better get some of them bittersweet herbals too, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Darryl Kosmon in the building going in. So when did you come into the realization, and then I ain't gonna hold you too long, when did you come into the realization of the differentiating creator from the gods?
When I came into OWASP, actually, it was one of the okay, how do I say this? So where do I begin? Once the moment I cracked OWASP open and I saw that God had it created too, it was one of the most baffling things ever. That was like one of the things that baffled me the most. I was like, God got a creator? Because you gotta understand, I came from a Christian background. Then I left Christianity. Then like for like I'd say a good 2 or 3 years, I started studying Buddhism and like Dalai Lama, art of happiness and compassion. I started studying shamanism because I knew even when I was a Christian, I knew there was something more. But I was still flip-flopping back and forth from the Bible. And then when I got in OWASP, and I thought that this creator was just God.
Right.
I thought it was just God because I came at it with a Christian preconception. And when this creator said, I sent forth an elder brother, I was like, an elder brother. Then they said a God. I said, what? God got a creator? Because that's always been one of my biggest questions was when I was a Christian was who created God? And nobody can answer that question. I always ask the question all through my Christianity, Christian lifetime was who created God? Like how did God get here? But then when you get into Jehovah, you ask the same question, like how is the Great Spirit is what it is, but then it breaks it down to you when it breaks down that I am and that source, because in the Bible don't break down to you what God actually is. It doesn't even break down to you what I am is. It mentions the I am when on the account of Moses getting the 10 Commandments, but it doesn't break down what it meant by I am. The WASP goes into depth about that I am, and so that's why I was mesmerized when I read about that I am. It's like, wait a minute, everything that is saying that it is, I am too. Right. I am first and the last. I'm the first me and the last me. I'm the only one I'm the only Darryl Kosmon is going to ever be, and nobody's going to be able to. Nobody can do it better. You're Selah Shalom. You're the first Selah Shalom. You're going to be the last one. So all those I ams, all those identifying forces is within us also. We quickeners, we movers. We're creators and we're destroyers. Exactly. So when you read the I am, you have to see yourself in the way that the creator is identifying itself.
Facts. Yeah, that's powerful right there, King. I ain't gonna hold you. Somebody asked a question. Yeah, somebody raised a question. Does the OWASP make the Bible null and void?
The Bible makes itself null and void.
We'll say this. It got a lot of more answers. We'll say that.
The Bible itself is null and void. Let me share something with y'all real quick about that. Hold on real quick. I know you probably had a long day. You ready to go hit the bed.
No, man, I'm good, man.
Hold on real quick. Let me show you something. The Bible, let me show you what I mean when I say the Bible does that to itself. So
okay,
let me go open up my docs. Hold on a second. I'm not gonna make this long-winded.
Now do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
I'm gonna open up.
This your night.
Where's my docs? I don't want to be in slides. I want to be in docs. Oh, docs. There we go. Let's talk about that good old Bible real quick. Oh, I did that on my Darryl Kosmon account. Give me 1 second, bro. I gotta log into my other account.
Yeah, no, do your thing, King. I mean, we'll just let some music or vibe out for a minute. Just Clear the rhythm while you get your thing there, yeah? Y'all know what it is, fam. It's a vibes. Press 1 to the chat if you enjoying this vibe with Darryl Kosmon going in explaining creator and these obstructions, these false gods. Yes, family. Shebrew, you crazy. Bye down in my Gino Jennings voice. Zell, I see you. What's good, family?
Oh yeah, I got it right here now, man. Let me bring this up real quick.
All right, great. Go ahead.
I'm gonna explain. The Bible makes itself null and void. Man. I went to my docs right here. Where's that at? Okay, so check this out. And this is just some research that I'm constructing for myself right now about this Holy Bible. There's some things that I discovered upon my research that tripped me out. Now, where is this at? Okay, so right here I have the Holy Bible comes from the Greek word helios biblos, right? Meaning book of the sun or sun book. Now, having that knowledge, the Bible doesn't even tell you how a sun is generated or created. And also, it's not even mentioned in Genesis as sun. It's mentioned as light. It says, "Let there be light," not let there be sun. It says light. It don't even mention sun at all, which is that's suspect, right? So you don't say sun when you're creating the universe or whatever you're creating, and you don't give the process to how these celestial bodies are being created, let alone the sun. But this book you got it's called the Holy Bible, like I said, which translates to helios biblios. Now, the other thing you got to ask yourself is, wait a minute, helios sounded familiar to me, because who is Helios? Helios is a sun god, correct? Now, what I learned back in high school when I was studying Greek mythology was that Helios and Apollo were the same people. So I said, okay, so Helios must be god of the sun. So are we worshiping god of the sun, or what's going on here? Then when I did my research, I learned that in fact Helios is not a Greek god. He's actually a Titan. That is the son of Titans, but he's also a sun. He's a sun Titan. That's what Helios is. So I'm like, okay, so they're naming this book out of a sun Titan, right? Now, here's what tripped me out. The father of Helios is what is the name? Father Helios is what is it? What is his father's name? Dang, what was the name? Hyper something. Anyway, it just so happens that the father of Helios is the God of the light of heaven. Now, who does that sound like? That sounds like God of the Bible. Who does Helios sound like? That sounds like Christ. Okay, and then also Thomas Paine, who is also in the OWASP, said this: the Christian religion is a parody on the worship of the sun, in which they put a man whom they call Christ in the place of the sun and pay him the same adoration which was originally paid to the sun. You see that? Now watch this in Revelations 1:7. Look how he's described as coming in as the sun. It says in Revelation 1:7, behold, he cometh with the clouds. What comes in with the clouds? The sun does. He cometh with the clouds. See him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. I mean, come on now. They describe him as the sun. Now look at this. This is the Titan. This is the Helios, the Titan Helios. He got a halo around his head, right? And then when you look at images of Christ, what does Christ have? Halos around his head. And then when you go back to Revelation and then look how he's described. So when you describe Helios, watch this. So the physical appearance of Helios is this. The god Helios looks like the sun because in Greek mythology, he was the personification of the sun. As he did not have a physical body, He is mostly depicted by shining rays of sunlight. In modern culture, however, Helios is shown to be a man wearing a shining crown with a chariot drawn towards the sky. Now listen to this though. Listen to this description. He is muscular with short curly hair. He is also shown to have worn golden colored clothes which covered his body. But listen, how was Christ described in Revelations? Oh goodness, I don't have it up here. Yeah, right here in Revelations 1:13. This is how Christ was described. I'll start with 13. That's technically in 14. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot, and girt about the paps of a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were like white, like wool. That's curly. That's white as snow, and his eyes were flame and fire. Come on now. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna stop there though. I ain't gonna get too long-winded with this.
Nice. I like that. I like that, King. You had a question in the chat. Let me see.
I have not read the Book of Enoch or Apocrypha. I can't say.
So does the Owaski
If you're familiar with those books, Selah, you can answer the question.
From the Book or the Apocrypha, do they complement each other? Slightly, but Owaski is more descriptive in detail.
Right. Because I did hear in the Apocrypha that he was given a scroll. Right. But Owaski clears up who he got it from and what it was that he got, if I'm not mistaken. I think I heard something like that. I wanted to read that for myself. Indoctrination. Why do people hold on to the Bible so much that they can't comprehend truth from other sources? That's indoctrination. Once they put that fear, once them gods put that fear in you, once that obstruction comes along, put that fear in you, they ain't gonna look to nothing else. Religion is not evolutionary. The Catholic Church took a little bit of the gods that came up with Jesus. Sure did. All of it has been recycled. It was like Egypt, then it was in Greek, because I think what Osiris or Horus was, he was the one that was depicted with the sun around the head first, right? And then I think the Greeks borrowed that, and then that's how they got to Helios or Apollo, and they put the sun around his head. Then the Romans ended up taking it and giving it to Christ. All this stuff being recycled. People need to realize the Bible was plagiarized. That's true.
Yes, King. Anybody got any more questions? We're gonna
thank
close
you.
it out.
Thank you.
Darryl Kosmon.
Yeah, we're gonna go on and close out.
See if y'all got any more questions, go ahead and drop it. I'm gonna give y'all about another 2 minutes to drop the questions, and then I'm gonna give Darryl Kosmon 5 minutes to close out. This was an excellent presentation, I must say. You know what I mean? Fire, of course, King.
Oh yeah.
Fire. I gotta give me some explosions and some drops when we're doing these things too.
Oh yeah, like your boy Sarnetta, he be dropping those explosions.
Yeah, dropping them bombs.
Get some sound effects on that. That'd be
you got
dope.
a couple explosions that need to be dropped on this one. Yes.
How do we introduce the beliefs of the Owaski to a newcomer? Wow, that's an interesting question. I have a brother in the Philippines that's reading Owaski now, and I've been talking to him about the Owaski for 3 years, and he can't get up out of it right now. He's mesmerized by it. But it took him 3 years for me to get him to crack it open. But what I did was I had him read the Book of Inspiration first. Because it talks more about, because the Book of Inspiration talks more about the love that the Creator has for you. And it talks more about your spiritual relationship with you, between you and Creator. And when you talk about, and it's so beautiful of a book, it talks about how the Creator is of service to us just as much as we are of service to it. And it was one of the most beautifulest things and books I've ever read in the Owaspi. But from Book of Inspiration, there's other books like Book of Judgment, Book of Knowledge, Book of Discipline, heavy books to read, because they really don't go in order of the history. It's more about you and your relationship with Creator. So with the statements that you guys are making, why not just say the Bible is completely false? I can't say that. I'm not confident enough to say that the Bible is completely false, because it does have some gems in it. And another thing is that the false gods, you got to understand, weren't stupid. So they mixed a lot of truth in with a lot of garbage. And you need to be able to differentiate between the truth and the garbage. And the way you do that is you have to weigh the merit of the information that is being communicated to you. For instance, if you got a God that's telling you to go kill people because you won't believe in them, then you got to be like, hold on, you told me thou shalt not kill. So why are you telling me things like that? You got to judge all things. You have to be a digestive system. You have to get all the nutrients out, and everything else is waste. All right, bro. I'm gonna pull up this prayer real quick, and we're gonna close out with that prayer.
All right, say less. Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead
want
and
to keep
pull
it
that
too
up.
long, man. Let's see. Sound like he about to ready to go to dreamland, boy.
No, I'm enjoying this, man. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake, man.
Oh no, I'm just making jokes, man.
I'm just seeing if the people are gonna drop questions so they can hit you off. They've been coming with some pretty good questions though. You got another question?
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you missed the first part of the presentation, but I broke down what a false god is. A false god is any angel, no matter what grade they are, that proclaims themselves, they self-proclaim themselves a god, and they don't get proclaimed by the Creator or crowned by the Creator or ordained by the Creator to be God. They just say that they're a god, and then they go and set up their own heavens, and then set up a religion or a system for their followers to come to their heavens after they pass over. That's what a false god is. True God is the God that has been ordained by Creator to manage the world, and that is our destiny, and is our destiny to become a true God someday in the afterlife. Why you agree the gospel of the Holy 12? What is that, man? I don't know what that is. Are you familiar with that, Selah?
I think that's one of them like one of them uncanonical scripts, doctrines. If you want to elaborate, you can.
I'm not familiar with that, brother. I'm sorry, L. Yeah, I don't know.
You got another one. Are they called gods in Owaspi?
I'm not. That's a vague question. I'm not sure what you're asking. Is who called God in Owaspi?
go Shebrew. That's right.
Abba said, is there a judgment day in a waspy as in the Bible? Yeah, when you cross over, that's the judgment day is personal. There ain't you talking about like a whole world cataclysmic thing going on. No, that ain't happening.
The judgment day is when they judge the false gods, when they come on trial, and they got to be judged and sent back to their kingdoms to restore all the lost souls they misled. That's the judgment day for the false gods.
Yeah.
The one that you say set up Christianity,
talking
about Luamon.
You think it's once you say set up Christianity. Luamon, he didn't give his name. He told them to call him Lord God. It's in the Wasp. You got to read about it. He wanted his followers to call him Lord God. That's why you get Lord God all over the Bible. And there ain't no distinction between God and Lord God or Lord in the Bible. Yes, the Creator is still creating more heavens. It doesn't stop. It's all motion. There ain't no day of rest. What's up, D? He said, wait to see what the Hebrew caps gonna say. Owaski. Peace, Kosmon. Cal. What's up, bro? My beloved brother, Kosmon.
Said Owaski.
So let them ask the questions. Don't downplay what they are asking. That's how people learn. Did I downplay a question? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to if I did that. Oh, she said not me. I got you.
That's from your.
Okay, bro. Let's go ahead and close out, man.
Yeah, all right, so go ahead and give a 5-minute closeout, King. You know what I mean? Great show. So the floor is yours, beloved.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close out with this prayer, man. I gotta read it because I ain't fully memorized it yet, but we're gonna go ahead and close out with this. Sufficient is our Creator to the creations in His created universe. For without the Creator's presence, nothing is made possible. It is not by man's hands that the sun, moon, and stars are made condensed and placed in their orbits and courses. It is not by man's hands that animal and vegetable life has been generated on countless worlds throughout the cosmos. And it is also not in man's hands that we're impregnated with the consciousness that enables us to comprehend Creator's work without end. But because Creator serves us with its presence, it is in our hands to show appreciation through practicing righteousness and good works toward ourselves and our brothers and sisters. All praises to the Most High Creator, the ever presence in all things, for what is made manifest above is also made manifest below. Love, light, and liberation to all people on the earth and planets unknown, upward, outward, and onward. Thank you, brother Selah Shalom, for having me. Much love and light to the Faithers gang. Anybody that we don't know that's speculating, go ahead and keep on with your spiritual journey and weigh the information. And you got to choose in the end what it is you believe and don't believe. And it ain't no skin off our back because it's your own journey, and you'll get there however you get there. We all don't take the same route to the same destination. Much love and light to you, brother Selah Shalom.
Peace and blessings. There you had it. The brother Darryl Kosmon came on with a powerful lecture. You know what I mean? Explaining creator like always. Breaking down creator. Because that's what we do around here. That's what we do around these parts. We serve creator. We don't serve no false gods, you dig? What you say, see? Set apart Hebrew existed before there was a Bible. That's right. Okay. Why do you have a Hebrew name terminology if you're against the Bible? We didn't say we was against the Bible. We're exposing the falsehood in the Bible. Get it right? Yes, family. Just like how they had Yahshua and the Pharisees, the Sadducees, everybody was against Yahshua. They call Yahshua the Prince of Devil. See that? But he was a Hebrew Israelite, right? He was exposing a doctrine. So that's what we doing. Because it's a vibe. Yes, Darryl Kosmon. Excellent presentation tonight. You know what I mean? Y'all go back and check the knowledge. Go back, watch it, study it, break it down, take notes. And with that, we up out of here, family. Let's vibe out, fam. Let's ride out, fam. Let's step into the cosmos with it.